Okay, welcome. I don't know if there, I don't know if there'd be that many people watching, but I am doing an impromptu. I'll just label it as 287 part four, like I do the other bonus streams, because technically it's a bonus stream. Since my dad is napping right now, I can't be making a lot of noise in the living room, so that means I can play on here. I'm gonna say at least half an hour. I mean, it's possible there's more. My coffee. Possible there's possible I have more time. I don't know how long he's going to be laying down. Sometimes he doesn't get any sleep, and then sometimes he's down for 2 hours. So I'm just assuming. I'm assuming the least. I'm assuming about 30 minutes. We'll say. We'll say about, yeah. So we'll say we'll say half an hour after the hour. In my case, it's 2:30. So we'll say 2:30. If I hear some motion, something outside going on, then I'll probably get off, regardless of what time it is. But let's shoot for 2:30. And basically, what I'm doing today is I am going to be um, starting to implement now beat two. Beat two is actually the beat that has all the stuff in it. I wrote down all the text. Of course, we have these 3 pages, and so I'm going to do the 3 by 3. Did I call it 9 by 9? It's not 9 by 9. It's a 9 cell, 9 node, or whatever you want to call it. A 3 by 3 pattern, and I'm going to see. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to implement those pages. So that's what we're going to start with now, and hopefully maybe I'll get chapter 16 done today, which is good because 17 and 18 is almost a cakewalk. 17 is gonna have something in there that has to do with the choices. I don't know how I'm gonna put it in there. Maybe it'll be the fact that maybe John be trying to stop Max from uh, maybe he would be trying to stop the operators of the machine from working the machine. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll see when I get there. But chapter 18 should be like nothing. It's almost like a cutscene. Just like the first chapter is actually just, it's a basic cutscene almost. Okay, let's favorites, right? Okay. Okay, John finds a good book. So the first thing we need to do is we need to put these into the 3 beat pages. Getting close, getting so close. Okay, so what we want to do is I want to manually copy. So we're gonna open that in a tab. And we're going to go to rooms. We are going to copy chapter 16's page all the way down because we're almost done. Almost done. Okay, so we're going to only need 3 pages here. So copy, paste. Nope, 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 nope. Control Z. Okay, that's fine. Wait. We gotta transfer the actual correct. See, this is. Oh, well, it looks like I got it in there already. That was the old one. This is the new one. Actually, let's do a quick check here and make sure that they're the same. Here, this and then this will that way. It can be off the screen partly. It'll be okay. Um, Hubert John and Count to go back to Fairy Hubert's full Violet, nobody to be found. They asked the secretary. Okay, so we do need to copy some text, so we do need to modify it, which is fine. Copy, paste. All right, back to the bats. After the secretary. Okay. All right. Actually, this will have a choice. This is just the first daily, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this too, and we're gonna paste it in here. That. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and go all the way down to that. Okay, goes into Karen. Count following Karen's finger. Roland tells Hubert. Hubert gets everyone together in the courtyard to make their battle plans. Okay, good. That means that this is all that. That means that's all in there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and Control S. We're gonna save room data purpose. Clear that out. And what I'm going to do now is now do the copy. Copy. 1, 2. Now, this is where we do the thing. Rename. Two. And rename says 3. Okay. So, all right. What's the name of this? What's the name of this first part, right? They force their way back in. Okay, let's see. A few good books. All right. So we'll call this. We'll rename this to a few. Okay. A few good. That. We'll name this. This is going to be special because um. Let's think for a second. Um. I don't really need to use AI to do this. Here. Okay, so um, it's all about going into Little Red Riding. off the page. No, uh, hmm. What should I call it? What should I call it? Here, I'll be a little bit romantic. Not romantic, but exactly, but uh a Karen art. Okay, that's good. And then title 3. Okay. So this is kind of the wrap up here. It's the payoff for the count. Uh, Roland with his dad north to enlist the help of the giants, and Hubert gathers everyone else together in the courtyard to make their battle plans. Taking care of business. Um, Fighting back. Get ready. Um, Still thinking. Okay. Here, I'm gonna cover the camera for just a second so that you don't see me falling asleep in my chair. There. Now it's like I'm still with you. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? The game plan. I don't know. Suiting up. Nah. Mm, okay. I'm still trying to figure out a title, right? Um, I don't know. Maybe I could. All right. Let's. I guess let's pull up Gemini. We'll do window. Okay. Um. And I'm not doing a normal day. It's more like a bonus stream. I'm trying to figure out the name for B3 chapter 16. That is this text. Okay, let's see what it says. Joining point. The royal handoff. Okay, bloodlines and battle lines. Not too bad. Let's pivot. Giant six. Final arrangements. Yeah. Row. And off. Sounds like the accounts. Story resolution is the main important thing of this. This is just finishing up tying up the threads of the story. So both the count's resolution and Roland and his dad leaving to it in the list of the giant. Um, it's the story. This is just before they make all about clearing the deck. Alright, so head it now. Giant's Call lines now. Courtyard muster. Alignments. Um, Getting ready, more direct. It's not very good, but getting ready. Um, the home stretch. Maybe the home stretch. Technically, the one thing's the home stretch, but it works well for a bonus stream. I don't know where it gets its I don't know how it gets its things. It has nothing to do with the stream. It has to do with this the story. When I say bonus stream, it just means an extra game dev stream. Has no bearing on the actual game development, other than showing it. Anyways, the home stretch fine works for me, right? Okay, so the home stretch. Okay, rename this the home stretch. Home stretch. Oh, okay. That goes into 17. This is good. John finds a good book. Needs to go into. We need to open these up, and then that way. Oh. A few good books. This is few good books. That one. Okay. Okay. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 1. Because that's correct. This is going to be 1. Yeah. Right. Okay, so this is a few good books, right? A few good books. A few good books. Yep, few good books. Chapter 16, John finds a good book. Okay. That's the name of this one, right? Now we need to go all the way down to the door. And instead of that, we need okay. Door to a Karen Hart. Karen Hart. $16. P2 for PG00. Nope. A Karen Hart. So that's right. Right. Okay. Control C. Right. Okay. Control B. A Karen Hart. That. Okay. Now door to the home stretch. Home stretch. 16. Oop. 16. Wait. Oh. Right. Start to 16, T3, 3, TP00, dash. The home stretch. The home stretch. 3 is the home stretch, the home stretch, the home stretch. You know the home stretch, the home stretch, the home stretch, home stretch, the home stretch, the home stretch. Okay. Right. Okay. And then for Enchanted Lands. Okay. That means when I reload, it's going to. Here, let's go ahead and close. Wait. Control this. Okay. Go ahead and close these out. What the what? How did that happen? Seriously. Home stretch, Karen Hart. Okay, I should be able to reload save scene. Good. The home stretch, home stretch, the home stretch. A Karen Hart, a Karen Hart. A few good books, a few good books. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do here? We are going to oh, I see. All of them copied the. So you know what I'm going to do here, though? Chapter 16, John Bynes, a good book. A few good books. Um, I guess we're going to assume we're going to go ahead and assume that I have a backup, and in the sense I have here anyways. So I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to call this a few good books. All right. Then I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Okay. Okay. Few good books, right? Then let's open this one, the Karen Hart. A Karen Hart. Now we're going to take the first one off. We're going to take the last one off. We're going to take the rest of this chapter off. Okay. To continue. All right. Then finally, on the home stretch, we do this. The and stretch. Then we're gonna delete all these except for the last one, and I'll delete the rest of this stuff here. Delete, and okay. And control this. And save room data. Okay. Now I'll have to add in the deals, but I gotta do a little bit of a break, so apologies. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, sorry about that. I had to use the facilities, but you know, what can you do? So, and really, I guess I'm only apologizing to those looking at the VODs later, you know. But that's all right. Okay, so now we got a Karen Hart. It's all about her deal. Now, now, okay, so let's go ahead and see what pages we need. Um, I guess I'll just do them kind of one at a time, so to speak. Okay, back in the bats. I'm gonna leave this as a separate page, kind of on purpose. Um, I mean, if I had to, I guess I could always yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's do that. Okay, so I have a page, and then I got two choices, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and add one, two, and three like that. Okay. Now we're going to this. Let's put it up here like that. Here's that. Okay. Okay, so first, gonna store. Okay, so let's think up a couple of names here. Uh, oh, I had three of them, right? Cause three, right? Because two, and then the branching, and I prefer to do it that way. I mean, I could combine it into one. Okay, so how does that work, right? Um, one, two, and three, four, five, and six. Okay, four, five, and six. We got six so far. Right, 6 pages, including these two. Then we have seven. Okay, now this is where we have uh 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, and 16. 16? Okay. All right. Um 17, 18, right? Not this one. This is the original. 18, 19. So I'm actually stretching a little bit. So maybe, just maybe, I do not need the extra page. I could leave it at 18 by making sure that this page, okay, so I don't need an extra page here. Okay. All right. So we are going to do this. We're actually going to add them in the book, I guess. Mm, let's see here. Let's go back to the page that I think I'm going to separate. Sam finds himself in the forest and sees Karen walking by. What did I just say? What was the words I just said? It's just kind of weird. Um, John is sucked in. John is sucked in. John was looking sucked in. Um, all right, fine, 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 fine. Um, there's nothing. Let's see here. New location one. New location. Location two. Um, one and two. We're gonna leave that as one and two, and then this one is gonna be somewhere down here because it's gonna be whatever the next thing is. In fact, it'll be the third one here. So that way that uh, this has that text. Okay, sucked in. Okay, let's go. Let's bring in the text now. Um, and I'll modify this a little bit. Control C. Um, everything fades to black. Sucked in. Look is sucked in, and everything fades to black. When everything fades in again, John is in the middle forest. He sees Karen walking by and follows her some distance off. Karen meets a wolf and talks to him. Okay, we're gonna do this from John's point of view. Back to this point, if I'm doing multiple player characters, she won't be one of them at this point, not in the book. Back to him. Uh, then after a time starts talking again. Okay. Hit one if you want John to follow Wolf. Hit two if you want John to follow Karen. Okay. That darn wolf. The sneaky wolf. Okay, let's just here, let's do something here. Copy. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. B D2 page 1. Never cry wolf. Never cry wolf. Um what do I call this one? He follows the wolf. Taking Grandma's place. A furry grandma. The wolf takes a shortcut. That was too long. The wolf takes a shortcut. Crazy like a wolf? Okay, why not? Crazy like a wolf. Okay, and then we'll say crazy like a wolf. That. Okay, let's copy the chapter. Copy. Copying, copy. Making copies. Paste. Paste. We're gonna call this one paste. No, that's the wrong paste. Okay. Paste. We're gonna call this one. We're gonna call this one. Paste two. Oh, little Karen Riding Hood. That little Karen Riding Hood. Okay. Before I do that, follows the wolf, follows Karen, walks up to the door. John searches for an X, but doesn't see one. Karen knocks on the door. No, he says, to grandmother's house we go. They already went. They already got to grandma's house. Grandmother's house we went. Okay, that'll actually be fine. And this is actually page 3. Grandmother's house we went. Grandmother house we went. Grandmother's house we went. Do 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 do. What we do? X3 a little bit. See you there, sir? Or ma'am? I'm assuming sir. Uh, I am making a game, and oh, right now it's just more or less a choose your own adventure. Um, it's an adventure game that I'm doing in phases, and I'm starting with a choose your own adventure style game where you pick the choice, so that all the story is front loaded. So that's assuming that you're still there in Kick and that you're not somebody looking to, uh, I don't know, some sort of advertising and some sort of spamming or something. Because I've been getting a lot of that from Kick. So uh, X3 a little bit. If you're there and you're just interested because either you just popped in for no good reason or you're interested in game development, then I'm happy to talk to you. So let me know if you're just a person interested in watching or what's going on. Anyways, I'll get back to this. I'm almost done with what I call the event pass. So basically, this is assuming that you are actually interested. Uh, so I'm writing down a list of events here. Actually, let's do something here real quick. Wait. I haven't actually wait. I haven't actually saved these data, but I do have the pages ID'd. So that means I can go ahead and save the room data. That way those pages will be there. And if you're interested, this 3D stuff in the background here, these two blocks, they're nothing. In fact, they're gonna go sometime soon here. Uh, Here, let's go to okay. Work at the library, John's putting books back on the shelves when he notices the book that's fallen on the floor behind him. He picks it up. Noting the hole left in the bookcase, proceeds to put it back, but it seems to jump out again. He does this a few more times before really reading the cover, which says Unicorn Sign Language for Beginners. Hit 1 to attempt to put it into another section. Hit 2 to take it to the reference desk. So we hit 2, and then John decides to take it over to the reference desk, and there you go. And then you keep going until you hit a bang, and there you go. So that's kind of the gist of it right there. Um, the story is about a magic kingdom that gets turned into a tourist resort and has recently fallen on hard times. And that's just the kind of the basic Dust Jacket cover version or log line or whatever you want to say. Um, Let me get back to this though, because I'm trying to get this part done. The event pass is basically, here. Let me show you what that is. That is assuming that you're still watching. Back of the bat, he reconstitutes the library in the ballroom. After what the secretary said, John volunteers to go in after Karen. John opens the book, sucked in, and everything fades to black. Okay, so these are just events, right? Um, when I'm done with this event pass, then I will do the narrative pass, which means I'll turn it into actual, like you're reading a story instead of just being a bunch list of events. So with dialogue and everything. Eventually, I add a parser, I add inventory, I add puzzles, I add point and click. So it does in this in phases, and so it's going to take me a while to actually finish all the phases. I'm only in phase 1 right now, and I'm only in up just about to finish the first half of phase 1. Okay, so now let's get back to this. Okay. Follow the wolf, follow Karen. Okay, so let's see here. Um, okay, I need to control C. I need to copy this. And we're going to go crazy like a wolf. I'm going to pull this open. And then B. Okay, hit 1 to continue. Hit 0 to quit that. And okay, so let me just put in this text. Let's see. Okay. John decides to follow the wolf and sees him speed ahead and quickly gets pardon me, quickly gets to Grandma's house. He peeks in a side window and sees the wolf. Sees the wolf putting on Grandma's nightgown and her glasses. Presumably the wolf just ate Grandma. We're not gonna explain that graphically. We're gonna hint at it. The wolf gets settled into bed just before Karen knocked at the door. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure that's like that. This is actually fairly quick here, and little Karen Riding Hood here. Karen's a character in my game, and she's a princess. She gets trapped in the book for Little Red Riding Hood in my story. Okay. Go C. Go B. Okay. And decides to follow Karen. Her name is Karen. Her name is Princess Karen Elspeth of Verdance, and she's a real life princess, and she decided to go infiltrate Fairy God College, where she will rescue these women. Okay, so it's a tourist resort, and these women have been abducted, and they're being forced into these fairy tale books. And so Karen wants to help rescue them, so she volunteers to go in at sort of as a decoy, while the Count, who's a vampire, turns into a bat and hides in her handbag. Okay, but right now she is actually trapped in this book. Yeah. Okay. John decides to follow Karen. Uh, and stops her part way. Okay. He tells her that she's in a fairy tale and this isn't real. Karen, in a trance, just looks at him and says she's going to Grandma's house. He's going to give Grandma some goodies, so she shouldn't be late. Okay, John tries to start her again, and she asks him if he's a woodcutter. He knows. He says he knows. She knows he's not, and she claims it's a pity because Grandma needs some firewood for winter. John realizes it's useless and walks. Walks with her all the way to Grandma's. Hit 1 to continue. Hit 0 to quit. Okay. Alrighty now. Okay. beach, I'm strolling. Mm, 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 mm. Save room data. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and this page, Grandma's house we went. Uh, okay. Where is this? Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna copy this. Control C. And we're gonna go ahead and Control V. As Karen walks up to the door, John searches for an axe but doesn't see one. Karen knocks on the door and a voice tells her to come in. She opens the door and walks in, and John runs in quickly before she closes it. She mentions what big ears Grandma has, and the wolf gives her the proper line back. Then she mentions his eyes, and John realizes what's going on and tries to decide how to stop it. You want John to look in his pockets for something to help. 2 if you want John to attempt to physically pull Karen away. 3 if you want John to beat the wolf to the punchline. Okay, so Control S, save room data. Now, the thing we want to do is now we want to copy door specs. We're going to copy this, copy that, copy, copy. I'm going to put this here, paste. Okay, that, save. Okay, now we want to go back into here and we want to add 2, that, and then we want to copy 1. Okay, we want to copy the ID for page 1. Copy. Okay. Let's go to the ID, destination, that, and then go to page 2. We're going to copy the ID again. Little Karen Riding Hood. We're going to. Sounds like my dad might be awake, but we'll see here in just a second. There's that. And then let's copy that. Yep, I'm gonna have to get off here real quick. Door. Let's go ahead and put that there. And let's go ahead and copy the title here, the ID. Grandmother's house we went. And then let's go to here. Oh, let's go here. And then B. That's page 3, that's fine. And we want to actually copy this. Copy. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go to. Dang, I wish I would have had some more time because I could almost finish this here. Okay, and it should do that and save room data. Okay, that's perfect. And then scene reload, save scene. And everything is good. And Bob's your uncle. Now this is going to link to 3, so here, let's boost this up here like this. And that. Okay, so Okay. Save room data. Control S. Save room data. And let's do something here. Dang it, 33. Dang. Okay, well, I guess all I can say is I probably need to log off and I'll have to finish this later, maybe tonight if I get a chance. So thanks for watching this bonus stream, and I will see you the next time I see you because, like I said, for the next couple of days, um, I am not officially streaming. I'll get in a couple of like bonus streams like this, but my regular stuff is on, of course, on the weekdays, and it's from 11:30 to 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then I take a 1 hour break, and then I go from 2 to 3:30 Eastern Time as well. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching bonus part 4, and I will see you in the next session.